Welcome. This is Sudhakar Singh from Bharat Bharati Public School, Kota. Today, I have brought a chapter of Standard 9 from the book of Moment, and the name of this chapter is Weathering the Storm in Ersama. Weathering the storm in Ersama. It is a real story when the cyclone hit to the coast of Odisha. It was written by Harsh Mandir. Harsh Mandir is still discussing over the burning issue of India. As in recent, we have heard so many discussions and debates on television in which Harsh Mandir has placed his thoughts and ideas regarding those burning issues of. As it is considered that he is the one of the best orators, as he is the retired IPS officer. Still, he is writing over the social issues, over the political issues, and he made himself engaged in solving the social and economical problems of the Indians. As I told, it is the real story. It was the date of 27th October 1999 when the deadly storm hit to the coast of the Odisha, and thousands of houses and peoples were devastated. Many people became homeless, familyless. Some are remain of orphan. The reality is that this storm has brought lots of difficulties for the people, those who have been living at the coast of Odisha and around it. As this story starts with the story of a boy whose name was Prashant, and later he became the hero of this story. A 12 or 13 years old boy, as his mother has already died 7 years before, and now he has gone to the block headquarters Ersama to his friend's home, where he wanted to spend a few days for. When he was there, in the evening, dark cloudy sky was seen. A strong furious wind started blowing. The thunderstorm comes, and lightning also, and a heavy rain started raining. Soon whole the area was filled with the water. It was the heavy rain. Everywhere water is water there. Neck deep water has been seen everywhere. Some houses have been totally sunk. Some poor cottages have been swept away, as the strong wind is also blowing. Only few brick buildings are seen, and most of the thatch and mud houses have been swept away. It was the matter of being lucky as Prashant has gone to his friend's house where he had stayed on the roof. They had been marooned on the roof only for saving from this water. No food is there. They had to remain in the raining also, as the raining had been continued for 72 hours. Many other peoples are also seen, their stomachs are totally empty, no food is there so that they can survive on. Many others have been killed as the trees have been fallen over them. But Prashant is telling, on the roof on which we have taken shelter, on which the coconut trees have been fallen, it was not the curse, it was the boon, as we are only on the coconut water. Means we are surviving by drinking the coconut as it has been fallen on the roof, so that it was fault. It is not the curse, it is the bliss. Now Prashant was very sad as he was thinking about his village, his family members, what had happened to them. As it is said, no one might survive or not. This situation was running in Prashant's mind and he was very sorrowful in nature. And he decided to leave this place and wanted to reach his home immediately. As his friends, parents also told him, wait for few days. When the water recede away, when the water level will be down, then you would better to go there. But Prashant could not make himself stop, so he decided to reach to his own village. As I told, everywhere water is water, and Prashant has determined to reach his village, so he took a stretchy stick to locate the water. And with the help of that stick, he started his journey towards his village. It was at least 18 kilometers away from his friend's house. He started his journey. He took the help of that stick. Sometimes he dislocated the water and started to swim in. In this way he made his journey, and hoping that no one was in his village, as most of the houses are made with the mud and thatch. Very few houses are which are made of bricks. When he started his journey, in the halfway he saw his uncle's three friends who are also on the way of going to his village. Now he collected his courage and it was the chance of going there safely. He also made himself along with them. After a great efforts, as they were going to his own village, they saw everywhere dead bodies of small children, olden peoples, other lady and gents also, and other carcasses of the animals are floating. Sometimes he used to scatter the dead bodies of human beings and animals and had to go forward. It was a deadly moment. Wherever the sight goes, dead bodies are seen. he reached to his village. He saw still his village are indulged in the water. All the houses have been swept away. Only few buildings are still, broken buildings are still seen there, but no one was there. Prashant soon understood that nobody was left in the village, and the actual report is that almost 80% people of those villages have been killed in that storm, in that cyclone. Now they started searching for the people. Where has he gone? At last he knew that there was a camp which was made for these peoples so that they can survive it. Prashant reached there and soon he saw his maternal grandmother was seen, and slowly all the members of his family gathered him. Everybody hugged him, and now they felt themselves that they all are safe. But it was not the matter. The life in that camp was totally bad because it was a small area and in which many people have been living, and the other area apart from this camp, everywhere water is water seen, the dead bodies are seen, filthy waters are running, no food is there, only few foods have been given only for surviving. The vomits, the urines, the stools, the dead bodies, everywhere these dirty things are, and people are suffering from other deadly diseases, pneumonias and flu. Seeing this, Prashant became very upset and he decided to help the people, those who have been living in camp. As I told, they have no food for eating. Now, as it is said that a time army helicopter came and dropped some parcels there but never returned again. Now no food is there and some are ready to die of hunger. Thinking this, Prashant decided to indicate the helicopter who have been engaged in helping them. So they collected some boys of his age and laid down on the sand and placed the empty ball on the stomach. Whenever the helicopter was hovering over, they saw they are placing the stomach ball on the stomach. They understood that they are hungry, and since then they regularly visit there and drops the food for them. It was the first mission. Now again the Prashant decided to clean these filthy waters, dead bodies, urines, stools who have been seen there. So they made a group of other aged people and they have made engaged in that work. Some are engaged in bring the dry wood for making or lighting the fire. In this way, Prashant started helping the others and made himself the leader. A small boy who had shown his courage and he had helped the other people. Some others are also engaged for the food and work program which has been running apart from this refugee camp. The ladies have been went there. And the crucial thing is that the children who have lost their mother and the mothers who have lost their children, they are totally upset. Uneasiness was going there. So among those who have been totally suffered from this cyclone. As government also run a program in which a kind of refugee tent have been made and in which some women and children have been kept, but later the person saw that the condition of those children and those women are not good. So he decided to bring back them. And as Parsant has decided that those women who have lost their children, they are engaged in serving or keeping the small boys, those who have lost their mother. In this way, children will get their mother and mother will get their children. In this way, they can make themselves happy. And seeing the depression of the young boys, for this the person has arranged the cricket tournament, thinking that by playing the cricket or engaging in playing cricket, they will make themselves aloof from this sadness and feel a little bit happy. Parsant was succeeded in his own planning, and it is said that Parsant was the hero who came for the people, those who have been living there. The medicine, the doctors, the food, the dry leaf, the clothes, especially the blankets and the other clothes, indicating the hovering helicopters, engaging the women and the children or the other elderly people for cleaning the refugee camp. All these things are not the simple matter for them, as they are beyond thinking about how can they survive in that refugee camp. But a small boy like Parsant has decided to help them, and he was succeeded in his mission. As it is said that Parsant is not a small boy, Parsant is the real hero for the people, those who have been devastated in this cyclone. Now, everybody recalls the Parsant, as we know that every year the deadly cyclone hit to the Odisha. Now we have so many different instruments and scientific gadgets through which we can save ourselves, and our government helps us a lot for surviving them. But earlier, whenever this story happens, that time such type of scientific instruments which are not found, that can alarm them earlier and they can save themselves. But Parsant didn't make himself weak. He collected his courage and collected the other people, other persons, lady, everyone, and engaged themselves so that they can save themselves. It was the great effort for the Parsant, as Parsant has done for them, and it cannot be forgotten. Still, the people of Odisha felt that Parsant is the real hero, and as he has saved them, still Parsant is considered the real hero. The real hero is that one who helps the people in a crucial moment, as Parsant has done, and now he is considered the real one of the hero. Remember it. Thank you.